Turning in again. And that off in the featured fifth, the Grade 1 Racing Post Novice Chase over 2 miles, 1 furlong. A relatively short run to the first of 11 fences, and it's Westport Cove who was eager to make it. Comes on up the run in, leading Irish Panther, July Flower, Romeo Coolio in the black and white, and then Nürburgring, he's gorgeous. Salvador Mundi is 2 behind. Break My Soul and Shraheen. And Westport Cove leads by under 2 lengths. Irish Panther second, third is July Flower, and fourth is Romeo Coolio. Then Nürburgring, he's gorgeous. Salvador Mundi, 2.5 lengths back to Break My Soul, and trailing the field is Shraheen. Heading away from the stands to fences 2 and 3. The leader is Westport Cove, followed by Irish Panther, July Flower. Close up on the inside is Romeo Coolio, and then he's gorgeous, and Nürburgring and Salvador Mundi as they venture on in between fences 2 and 3. Westport Cove, the leader, under a firm grip. Irish Panther, Romeo Coolio, July Flower on the outside. And then Salvador Mundi, he's gorgeous. Nürburgring. Break My Soul with the back marker, Shraheen. Bit of a run before they'll encounter their next fence, which will be number 4. Westport Cove and Brian Hayes by a length and a half. Irish Panther in second place, Kieran Buckley, 3 lengths back to July Flower. Dad O'Keefe in third, and in fourth, Romeo Coolio and Jack Kennedy. Then comes He's Gorgeous and Salvador Mundi. Nürburgring next as they jump that 4th fence. A tad sticky was He's Gorgeous as they race down towards the next on the far side. Soon at the halfway stage, the Racing Post Novice Chase, and it's Westport Cove, the leader, from Irish Panther, then July Flower and Romeo Coolio. Very little changes up front, and then Salvador Mundi and He's Gorgeous over the next fence before they will jump one of 2 ditches. And it's Westport Cove, the leader, from Irish Panther. July Flower on the outside of Romeo Coolio. Edging a little bit closer is Salvador Mundi as they jump the ditch. With less than 7 furlongs to go, down there Nürburgring. Nürburgring took an unpleasant looking fall. At 5 fences from the finish, Westport Cove. On now to the last on the far side from Irish Panther. Just third is the mare July Flower from Romeo Coolio, then Salvador Mundi, Break My Soul, He's Gorgeous, Shraheen. Last in the back straight, 4 fences from the finish, Westport Cove over. By over 2 lengths to Irish Panther. July Flower is overtaken for third by Romeo Coolio, and then Salvador Mundi, Break My Soul, He's Gorgeous, and a gap to Shraheen. 3 left to jump. This is the last ditch. Westport Cove, followed by Irish Panther. July Flower has just regained third from Romeo Coolio. Nudged along after them is Salvador Mundi as they've got 2 left to jump, and Westport Cove has sacrificed the lead to Irish Panther. There on the outside, July Flower, and then Romeo Coolio in touch as Salvador Mundi over the second last. Whoa, Westport Cove got away with a bad mistake there. Irish Panther matched for the approach to the straight on the final fence by July Flower. Now shaken up in third is Romeo Coolio, followed by Salvador Mundi. In line for the final fence, and it is Irish Panther starting to assert from July Flower. Romeo Coolio now brought stand side, and then Salvador Mundi. Coming to the final fence, it's Irish Panther over in front, landed Stapley. Romeo Coolio is now coming there on the outside with a hard-fought challenge. They're up the run in. Irish Panther from Romeo Coolio on the stand side. They're racing well inside the final half furlong. Irish Panther, Romeo Coolio on the line at the Racing Post Novice Chase Grade 1. Romeo Coolio just about from Irish Panther, clear from July Flower.
He's having some day, this man, Gordon Elliott, and he's just carried off the feet with Romeo Coolio. Gordon, it was quite hard work in the end. Just talk us through your thoughts watching the race. It all ended well, thankfully.
I was happy enough the whole way through the race, to be honest. I thought he was jumping a little bit slow in the air. I suppose his first time with that speed. But he's a bit like that over hurdles over 2 miles. I had my eye on Kieran Buckley's horse the whole way, heart to heart. The horse, he travelled in winged fences. And I just thought Kieran Buckley was brilliant, and his lad, he got 3 or 4 lengths at the back of the second last and was gone. Our plan was to be upsides and rolling with him at the back of the second last, because we know we stay well. But Jack was just stuck in the pocket and couldn't go. But I thought Earl was gutsy. He got up the whole way to the line, Probably won't snug at the line, but yeah, I'd say he needs the trip.
Yeah, once again, he looked to jump really well today. Has that kind of crystallised things for you in terms of what route you plot with him?
Look, he'll have entries and everything. I suppose the one thing is, listen, if you ended up getting easy ground on the first day at Cheltenham, you never know. But he's a gutsy horse, and you have to stay in them type of races to win, as you know.
The lads are very keen, I know, to run at Cheltenham, so
Yeah.
could he perhaps run in the longer race over there?
Look, he'll be entered and everything and see, but the boys are from the UK, and they're very keen to have a runner in it, so we'll see.
Do you feel he's starting to look more and more like a possible Gold Cup horse?
The Gold Cup, you're going up another mile and a quarter. Look, to be honest, he's a very, very good horse, whatever level he ends up. To be honest, he could be more of a Ryanair horse than anything. But look, we're going to enjoy today. Jack's a little bit sore. He's not going to ride in the next after his fall. But I mean, he's riding out of his skin. So absolutely thrilled for him.
And Gordon, you mentioned the fall there. I mean, from the heartbreak of that with El Kairos to this fella, some roller coaster for the guys, Dave Rabson and the guys. I mean, just what exactly happened? Can you put your finger on it?
All Jack Kennedy said to me was speed. He said, going that quick down to the last, he says he got in close and got up, and I think just gravity got him. But Jack was very happy with him. He said he's a very, very good horse, and he doesn't often say too much. And for him to be excited as he was, I think he's... Look, we're working hard to get a good bunch of horses like this, and we're absolutely thrilled.
He was kind of leaving two really good ones almost for dead, wasn't he, when it
Yeah,
happened?
he was, you know, he looks a good one.
Yeah. What do you think will be his long-term goal? What will you do with him now? Will you go for a maiden or throw him straight into a grader race?
Look, he'll be entering the grade one here back to DRF, but we've a couple for that division at the moment. We will probably go for a maiden hurl and then Supreme Novice.
Fantastic. And just before we let you go, is that 6 so far, or are you up to 7? 6?
No, 6 so far. So listen,
Where's the next one coming from?
I don't know. To be honest, I said if this had won, I'd be happy enough to take that for the day. But listen, I was nervous driving up in the Jeep, as I said. The horse had been running so well, but like, unbelievable.
Yeah. Someday, Gordon. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thanks. Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.